name's Barbara Gray from Claritystamp here in the UK, and this is my friend Rosie.
Hi, I'm Rossella Cottrell.
So today we're here to talk to you about Picot cutting, and this is where I hand over to Rosie actually, because she is a Pergamano expert. You're a tutor, aren't you, Rosie?
I'm classically trained, don't you know?
But she's also right-handed. Now, myself, I'm not classically trained. I just have a couple of really good mates that have taught me, and I'm left-handed. So I thought between us, we'd probably be able to show you a few tricks. We also have completely different ways, don't we?
We do, and these are just two ways that you can cut. You're going to find your own style, and that's okay. There's no right, there's no wrong.
No.
It's whatever suits. So we're just going to give you a couple of ideas. So do you want to go first, Barbara?
No, I think, well, the best thing is, no, I don't want to go first, actually. I've got to clean my glasses.
Oh, my goodness.
Linda Williams, our friend, another one of our mates, who happens to be like the queen of parchment, she was helping me do my cutting, and the first thing she said to me was, "Can you actually see what you're doing?" And I thought, this is all you need, isn't it? The best parcher in the world asking you if you can actually see what you're doing. But she was right. First of all, my glasses weren't strong enough, and two, they were dirty. So I was on a hide into nowhere, really. I couldn't see the holes, let alone get the scissors in them. So I'm going to clean my glasses. And also, Rosie, I think it would be a good idea to show us what the different scissors are that Pergamano
I certainly will.
offer.
But actually, glasses, yes, light as well. If you can do this in daylight, fantastic. Get near a window or a daylight lamp. You need lots of light and a magnifier if necessary. I will often use, especially if I'm doing grid work, I have one of those magnifiers. Yeah.
What's this?
It's a chest magnifier.
What's that mean? You magnify
It sticks there. That's what Paul keeps saying. I'm not even going to go there, but it sits there and then you can see underneath it.
What, you strap it round yourself?
No, you put it around your neck.
Okay, a video coming to you soon. That I want to watch.
Let's talk scissors. So, actually, Pergamano, you make 3 types of scissors, don't we?
That's right, we are Pergamano.
That's right, we're Pergamano. 3 types of scissors. So, what we've got Barbara's favourite. So these are the exclusive scissors, a great pair of scissors. These are a really inexpensive pair of scissors as well. Great, actually, you know, we're going to talk about parchment. If you like your decoupage, your paper crafting, any of these are fantastic for that. They've got that lovely curved end on them, and they are sharp right to the very, very tips, all 3 of them. These ring lock scissors. Now these are great. I know Paul likes these because these have got a slightly larger finger aperture on there, so you might find those are more comfortable, because it really is a case of getting what's comfortable for you. Now my personal preference, I like to go for the Peugeot Cutters. Now, so these are almost like a tweezer. I think Paul used to call them a squeezer, or squizzers, and I think that's a great term actually. And again, you can see that how delicate they are, how very fine the point is. They're sprung loaders, so they're very comfortable to use. And that's the one I'm going to demonstrate with today as well. Doesn't matter which tools you use, similar techniques for all of them. So just have a play, basically. At the end of the day, Barbara, it's a piece of paper, isn't it?
It is. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Throw it up, out it goes. So you're still cleaning your glasses.
I needed one pair of glasses to clean the other pair. So I thought while I was at it, I might as well have a little glass cleaning session.
So let me show you what we're going to cut today.
Do you need yours cleaning?
Actually, I do really. Good, thank you very much. So what we're using is, this plate is Jane Nesterenko's Butterflies plate. It's a beautiful, beautiful plate.
Isn't it?
It really is. It's a lot of detail on the plate. I've coloured it with pergoliners, so I've actually taken some of the detail out from the plate.
Let me turn it over so you can see the back.
It's really vibrant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, Bob, we've got some videos coming on deboss colouring as well, and lots of colouring techniques, so keep watching for those.
That's exciting. Now, this has been coloured in from behind with pergoliners.
Pergoliners.
But then, I think, did you blend that with Dorsal oil?
I did, and can you see that it's sort of almost glossy and it's really quite rich?
Yeah.
And that's the effect you're going to get if you use the
Dorsal
Dorsal oil.
And then over on this side, now we're on the front, and so you've perforated around the outside with a
two needle bowl tool. So your 2 needle, I've got to put my glasses on for this. Your 2, oh, that's a whole new world, Bob. Your 2 needle bowl tool Great tool, one of my favourites, and I know that actually you very kindly made this for me because my eyesight's not great, and this makes it really, really easy to perforate. You know it's bold, you've got the larger little dots on the end of your tool there, yeah. So you're going to perforate around the edge of whatever it is you want to cut. And a lot of people say, well, you know, should we perforate then on the border? Should we perforate without the border? Should we perforate within the border? It doesn't matter. If you want to perforate
just
on the border, doesn't matter, because then what you'll get is a little bit of white in your Picot as well. Yeah. So that's not a bad effect either. So it doesn't matter, but B, it might be actually a choice that you make.
Okay,
whatever. No rules. We don't do rules, Bob. Don't do rules. You didn't read the rule book, did you?
No, I didn't read the rule book, and I certainly haven't written it.
So let me show you how I cut. Now, often I'll cut in the mid-air because it's closer to me.
Yeah.
So rather than, because my eyesight really is pants, I don't have to get that close. Yeah. So parchment nice and flat, and I'm going to keep my Peugeot cutters nice and flat as well. Now, you're going to put just the very tips of your Peugeot cutters in the paper. Now, when I mean just the tips, what I mean is, if you can see the tips of your cutters through the paper, then they are in far too far. Take them back out, try not to open them, take them back out, and then reposition them so that it is very, very just the tips. Because all of the scissors, they're sharp right to the very end, so you don't need to put them along. You know, often scissors, they cut in the V, don't they?
Yes,
you don't need to with these.
These snip at the tip.
I like that.
I'm having that one.
Wow, snip at the tip. Now, also, whenever you're cutting, for your Picot cutting, you need to cut over your waste material. So in this case, my waste is the outside of my project, and I'm pointing in towards the project. So if when you've cut, your cutting looks a bit like the dog's chewed it, you've probably got your cutters the wrong way around.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to go, we're going to go in. I'm going to lower those cutters, and then I'm going to twist my hand. Now, I'm not going to do a sideways twist. I'm actually going to do an over-the-top twist. So they're going to go in, down, twist, miss that, let's go in again. And then, and only then, Bob. Then, and only then, snip.
I love it when she says that. And then, and only then, twist. Down, twist, and then, and only then,
snip. So, in, down, twist,
and then, and only then.
Bit premature snipping there, Bob, I'll try and control it.
And you cut towards the bit you've already done?
You know what? Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So,
right.
I just do it. And I love doing this.
Twist and snip.
I love the sound. It reminds me a little bit, you know, when you've got a clock ticking and it's sort of gentle and you'll get into the rhythm of doing that.
So you're holding them like fork, pointing
downwards. That's right. So the tips of the scissors are pointing downwards. Now, you're going to demonstrate the tips pointing upwards, of course.
Yeah.
You try both. And what I do recommend is try both. And if you can try all of the scissors, all of the snips, then do so. Come to one of our open days, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a great opportunity to learn. So can I pass this over to you? Because I can see you can see now.
Is it my go?
It's your go. So you choose your weapon of choice there.
I'm going to go with the exclusive scissors.
And now, do you hold it up as well?
So let me show you how I hold the scissors. And I learnt this from Linda Williams and Tina, actually. So I hold the scissors like a spoon, so they're curved upwards. And then what I'm going to do is from underneath, I'm going to put my thumb in that hole, my forefinger in that hole. So actually, if you look, I'm holding the scissors like this. Do you see? Does that make sense? Right.
And that means
and
you're
these
supporting.
fingers here are supporting it, exactly. So I've got a lot of control. So then what I'm going to do is I put my finger underneath my artwork, because that way I can feel when I'm going through the parchment. So for example, I can feel the tips, and then all I do is I lean forward. So I go in, and then I lean forward, and then I go in like so. Oh, hang on, too far. In like so, and then I lean. Do you see? So when I go in, I'm leaning forward, and then I go into the next two, and then I lean this way. And what you'll find is I'm getting the snip at the same time as I'm getting the same effect as you are. I mean, I'm no master parcher, but I'm getting the effect.
Exactly, you're
this
getting the
Picot cutting. There we go. So as I come round, can you see this all right?
That is perfect, Barbara. And that's the other thing to talk about is this needs to be comfortable for you. So keep turning your parchment so that it's really comfortable. There's no point in you putting your hand at unnatural angles to try and cut, because that's just uncomfortable. So make sure that it's really, really comfortable for you. Now, you're good at snipping. You're really good at snipping, and you're quite quick.
Well,
but you don't need to be.
No. That's one of the things I learned, is you pick up speed as you get better at it.
Yeah.
And one of the other things is, it's the way I'm holding it. See, I'm holding the scissors in the same place all the time. So in effect, all I'm doing is that.
And you're moving the parchment, a bit like when you're cutting with scissors, you'd move the paper.
You do.
Yeah.
And so I hold it like that, and then I turn it, and then I lift. Oh, hang on, I've caught. Right. Okay. Then I'll turn it round again. So all the time, the artwork, if you like, is at a right angle to the scissors. Do you see? And then if I turn it round, I just make the holes come to me. So in effect, I've locked my hand in like that, and I just make the artwork come around. And then I'm working towards myself. And yet I'm tipping away from myself. So I just go in, lean over, tip. In, lean over, tip and snip.
Yep.
In, lean over, tip and snip. And I'm moving the artwork round. And then if I can just show you with a piece of black card, you can see then what it looks like when it's done.
And you've got those beautiful little picot edges.
There we are. And I'm no parching expert. I only started this.
I think that's brilliant.
A couple of years ago. So that's my answer to the solution. But there are as many different solutions as there are parchers. There are so many different possibilities.
There certainly are. So just keep playing, have a go, and I'd recommend just perforate lots and lots and lots of holes. Maybe get a grid, perforate lots and lots of 2 needles, and just practice. Because once you get it and you'll feel it, and it'll be oh yeah, I know what I'm doing now.
And the other thing is, when you get the scissors from us, what we include is, first of all, instructions.
Yes.
And secondly, this little piece of Picot cutting foam, it comes in your actual packet.
That's right. I mean, I use this. I support it. So if you've got sweaty paws, keeps it out of the way.
Yeah. If you've got little fingers.
Because it's like an extension. It's perfect. And also, I mean, if you're finding when you're cutting that you're getting a bit of parcher's finger there, pull your snips out of it. They're in too far. If you're cutting your finger, that's not the paper, that's your finger.
If you're drawing blood, you definitely want to ease up a bit.
Definitely.
Is that it?
I think, I hope that's really, really helped on snipping and on cutting. But if not, then let us know and we'll do something else.
We'll have another go at it. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you.
If you like what we do, then please subscribe to the channel here. I blog every single day, barbaragrayblog.blogspot.com. And if you'd like to find out where to buy these scissors, then go to our website, claritystamp.com. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye now.